7 real paths to true wealth. 7 biblical laws for wealth creation and management. Indispensable scriptural principles for true wealth. That is what we're about considering in this series. It's important to know that while every precaution has been taken in the preparation of this material, the publisher assumes no responsibility for errors or omissions. Yeah, that's the copyright page. Or for damages resulting from the use of the information contained herein. 7 real paths to true wealth. Time-tested and scriptural-based truth on wealth creation and wealth management that can work for anyone when rightly applied. Copyright 2021 IFEOLUWA ANIMASHAUN, written by IFEOLUWA ANIMASHAUN. So follow me as we move on through this series. Introduction. 7 biblical laws of wealth. The first thing you must understand before any law or principles on these paths to true wealth is that what makes the difference between a poor man and a wealthy man in this our generation is not money, but it is knowledge. You must needs understand that it is not those hard currencies he has, neither is it those costly clothing he wears, nor those expensive rides he uses around that makes him wealthier than you are, but it is some knowledge which he possesses and which he has rightly put into use and which is working for him that actually makes the difference. Others are just physical manifestations of the results of his diligent application of a knowledge that sets at a hedge. It's not about the seat, my dear. It is not the seat that made the man, but the man the seat. All those enviable attachments that you can see him adorned with are not what made him, but they are just manifestations of the outcome or result of a diligent application of that knowledge which has set him at a hedge. Hey there is a joy that comes to you when you know that you have a life outside that your regular employment. If you pick up the responsibility and do what the wealthy man did the way he did it, then you ordinarily will get what he got the way he got it. Being responsible is a responsibility itself. True wealth, with reference to Oxford, can be said to be a surplus possession of valuables and money. It is a plentiful supply of enviable and desirous things, a state of being prosperous and rich in intellectual properties, material properties, and spiritual properties, to mention a few. True wealth is a state of wealth that is not only one-dimensional. It includes, though not limited to, an abundant possession of influence, money, and power. A man can be said to be truly wealthy when he plentifully possesses valuables, which do include, but not limited to, money, men, power and knowledge, desirable and enviable things. True wealth is not such stumbled arts or got by luck or goodwill, but it is worked for. It is earned. It is built through time. It is not for aimless and loose individuals, but it is for determined, strong, and persistent men. True wealth can be yours as well if you will follow the path that the latter took, as you can get the results that they got the way they got it. True wealth, as considered in our subject, though not limited to your finances as have been earlier defined, still has a lot to do with it. That is money, because money is a weapon and because money answers all things. God's desire is that you, a child of His, should be wealthy, and not just that, but that you should be truly wealthy. So He said in Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19, "If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land." Amen. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 11 says, "And the Lord, He is the Lord, the God who made the heavens and the earth. He is the Lord, the one who made flesh and blood, added spirit and soul, and called it man. He is the Lord. And the Lord shall make thee prosperous in goods, in fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord swore unto thy father to give thee." This is wealth. It further says in the next verse, "The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. This is true wealth." Amen. The next verse also reads, "And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath." This is status, but there is this indispensable condition attached to this. It reads, "If that thou hearken, listen, obey the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command you this day, today, to observe and to do them." This makes the glaring difference between the poor mere listeners or readers and the transformed wealthy listeners or readers. 7 real paths to true wealth.